Hi, seventh grade. I'm going to get some more math lessons out to you. We're working with probability again this week. We got a couple different lessons on probability. Our first one will be lesson I, and it's experimental probability and predictions. All right, now this kind of feeds off some of your basic knowledge about probability from last week. So, experimental probability is the chance of an event occurring based on the results of a particular situation. It can be expressed as a fraction, sometimes in lowest terms, or a percent. The results from an experiment can also allow you to predict the probability of future events occurring. So here's our first one. You're playing a board game that requires 8 players. 4 of the players have blue eyes. What's the probability that the spinner points to a player with blue eyes? Well, the answer is 4 out of those 8 players have blue eyes, so the probability of blue is going to be 4 out of the last 18 contestants on the game show, 9 won prizes. What's the probability that you'll win a prize if you're the next contestant? Well, 9 out of those 18 contestants won, so the probability of being a win is 9 out of 18. Or you go lowest terms with 1 out of 2 or 1/2 also. Number 3, at a routine inspection in a toy factory, 3 of the toys selected were flawed, and 15 were not. What's the probability that you will select a flawed toy? Well, 3 out of the toys out of the 18 total that were inspected. So the probability of getting flawed is 3 out of 18. Now be careful, that's not 3 out of 15, because 3 toys were flawed, 15 were not. So that means 3 out of 18 total. So be careful with that one. Similar kind of scenario here, number 4. You did a survey in your class about your favorite color. 8 students chose green, 7 chose blue, and 1 chose pink. What's the probability the student's favorite color is green? Well, 8 out of 16 total students, 8 plus 7 plus 1 gives you 16, chose green. So the probability of getting green is 8 out of 16. Now, our next type of problems here are where we can use some predictions. It says, number 5, a spinner has a green section and a yellow section. It's landed on green 12 times out of 16 spins. Based from this data, out of the next 20 spins, how many times will it land on green? Well, here, the probability of getting on green is going to be 12 out of 16. So how many does that translate to out of 20? Now, remember from earlier in the year when we worked with our proportional relationships, this is a 2-step type of problem. First step, cross multiply what you can. I can cross multiply here, 12 times 20. Can't multiply the x times 16 very good yet because I don't know what the x is. But if I cross multiply 12 times 20, I get 240. And the second step is to divide my answer by the leftover number. Take my 240 from cross multiply here, and I have not used that 16, so take 240 divided by 16, and it gives me 15. So 15 times it'll land on green. That's how I make a prediction based off of previous data. Number 6, we got 4 people out of 5 want mustard on a hot dog. Based from this data, how many of the next 15 customers will want mustard on their hot dog? Well, the small sample is 4 out of 5, so how many is that going to be out of 15? Once again, cross multiply. 4 times 15 gives us the 60 in step 1, and take our answer of 60 and divide it by 5, our leftover number, and you get 12. Number 7, a rock band played at an encore, 12 recent concerts, but not at the other 6 concerts. Based from this data, out of the next 3 concerts, how many encores will they play? Well, 12 out of 18 they played in the encores, so how many is that going to be out of 3? Well, I can cross multiply. 12 times 3 gives you 36. Take that 36 and divide it by our leftover number 18, and we get 2. So 2 out of the next 3 they'll play encores. And number 8, at a barbershop, 4 customers had beards and 12 did not. Based from this data, out of the next 20 customers, how many will have beards? Well, 4 out of 16 had beards, so how many is that going to be out of 20 if we keep that consistent relationship? Cross multiply 4 and 20 to get 80, and divide by our leftover number of 16. 80 divided by 16 gives you 5. So about 5 people have beards in our prediction. All right, so there's some examples for you, of course, and I have some problems for you to try on your own on the next page, and we'll get you the answers to those at the end as well. Feel free to pause these at any time while you're working on them. Okay, so there's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. And your answers, number 1 would be 6 out of 20, 2, 2 out of 10, 3, 8 out of 10, 4 is 10 out of 30, number 5 is 4, number 6 is 5, number 7 is 6, number 8 is 39. So feel free to double check over any of those if you need to. IXL I don't think was making you put them in lowest terms. That's why I don't see any of these in lowest terms, but you could have put any of those 1 through 4 in the lowest terms if you would have liked to. And these all from IXL, DD4, and DD5. All right, thank you very much. Have a good day.